So here we are, you guys, at Amy's house again with the Holiday Puppies and with two of my favorite people, Foo and Kathy. And Foo and Kathy have Covey, who you guys might remember from one of the videos. And we went back and forth a lot about this a lot, but right there, Bubbles is going to go home with them. And believe me, it wasn't preordained. Foo very much wanted Pixie, and Kathy kind of wanted Holly. But we went like this. So here, I'll let you guys take over and I'll talk and hold the puppies. Just get me. I mean, don't get a lot of me, but you can video me and the puppies. So I'll talk about each of the puppies. Try not to get me a ton, but just like these guys. So everybody, I want to tell you a little bit. So here's our precious angel Coco. And I think we are probably going to have Amy keep Coco. And the reason being is you can hear she's got a little bit of a breathing issue. The vet has been out 3 times and says that it's definitely just, hello, sweetheart, precious, that it's just a little bit of a viral. And it probably is. So, hi, sweet angel. I know it. And so, anyway, that's why though, and I don't blame Amy, because you don't want it. There is a chance. None of the rest of them and none of our lines have any kind of breathing issues at all. So it probably isn't congenital, but if it is, then Amy will feel great because she probably wants to shower just for the hobby, but she never would want to breathe. So obviously that's perfect because she's gorgeous. So I think that's the way that's going to go, but I'm going to talk to Amy. Because there's another couple that might be really good with showing but not breeding. And then this is, we want to evaluate these 2 girls. And I'm going to do it right here while we're talking. So this right here is Cookie, and she's beautiful. Hi, sweetheart. She has a beautiful head. She has a good amount of heft, which is what we like. And let me see, Kat, if I can even try to stack her. Not so much stack her, but just put her naturally and see how she stands. This is what Pat Hastings likes to do, a natural. Oops, but see, they're going to sleep. This has been brutal, by the way. It hasn't been easy like we hoped. So they're 8.5 weeks. And yeah, there's no way to even assess if they're just not going to stand, but you can see just from looking at them that they do have good angulation. They certainly don't have intimidated personalities, which is excellent. And then Bubbles is resting, but this little sweetheart, Evie, she's Mark and Mira, Amy's husband and daughter's favorite, and I really like this girl's head. See that beautiful stop and the full dome? I think she's a little stronger now, you guys, head-wise, when I look at her compared to Coco. So I will tell Amy that I think this one might be a little stronger, but I like this little, she's clearly the runt. We do have a litter here with a runt, which I haven't had in the past, and a lot of times that's just where they're placed in the uterine horn. Wasn't as fortunate of a position, but Amy can make her come back strong, I think. She's not going to go wrong with this one, but I think if Amy also has a couple she might want to present Coco to, that Amy could talk with them about if it turned out to be a congenital, then we always like to offer some money towards, like if there would be a surgery needed, for example. But again, the fact that that has said 3 times that's not going to be the case, I like to believe they know better, but we always want to be open as a breeder to talk about that. But so just for educational purposes, can you ever step in and try to get it? Because I want to point out, her legs are shorter, but look, see this, they're all beautiful, but see what I look for is a nice full, like I call it the dome part of the head there, the skull. I love that in our breed, and really at this age, that's almost about the only thing you can assess. Thank you, you're doing a really good job. Look at, they're all beautiful. Oh, and I should take a look, because when we looked, one of the reasons Kathy and Foo and I went with Bubbles at the end, Holly is, in my opinion right now, one of the most beautiful, strongest girls. They're all gorgeous, we're splitting hairs, but the bite I worry about anytime they're a little close. And see, that's a beautiful little overbite, but little, which is good. Let me check this one, because I worried about her bite being close the first time I came out to look. Here, let me see, sweets. But she won't even let me look at her bite because she's a fireball, that one. Are you a fireball? I would try to look at the bite again. We can probably stop the video. Want to get it ending on Bubbles.